Hi everyone, once again from the city of Palmas. Today we're doing the things a little bit different. In the previous video we started in the morning and it was really hot. By the time it was like around noon. So today we decided to start the video in the end of the afternoon, and it is already cooler, so that we feel already good about it. We are at part of the city of Palmas that I would say it looks like a trendy neighborhood, because you see a lot of new construction, high-rise buildings, and they are right by the water. This water, it's a river, and it's the Tocantins river basically. And you have this beach here. Today I think the tide is a little bit high, or I don't know if usually it looks like this, but this is the beach that you have here. It's called Praia Graciosa or Graciosa beach, and we wanted to come and show you here because this place has also a bridge over there that is very long. It's almost like 8 kilometers and goes to the other side of the river, which is not Palmas. That place is already another place called Luzimangues. And over there also there is a beach, obviously. In the middle there is also an island that we are trying to go there tomorrow, probably, if the weather helps, because as you can see it's very cloudy. So if it doesn't rain, the plan is to go and visit the island tomorrow as well. This bridge in Portuguese is called Ponte da Amizade e da Integração. Basically means the friendship and integration bridge. 8 kilometers long, and we are going to also cross the bridge after and show it to you guys. We did go over it a couple of days ago. It's long and it was in the weekend, so I'm hoping today it's going to be a little bit less crowded. One more thing I wanted to mention, there is a barrier here around the beach, because this is the part that you can swim. And from what we heard, even when you go to the island in the middle of the river, they have the same barrier. The barrier is put there because there is the fish called piranha that lives in this river. I'm gonna put a picture of the fish also for you guys to know. Apparently they can attack you and they can eat human flesh and they can bite you. So they have put these barriers here and around that island also for people to be able to go to the water and actually enjoy the water and swim without getting attacked by the fish. All the way along the beach also there are restaurants, bars. There is a walk path that you can do exercises if you want to run, you want to do jogging. Some playgrounds for kids to play. And at the end, I believe there was, once we drove, I think there's a yacht club too, if I'm not mistaken, or storage for boats, because we have seen boats and jet skis on the river also.
And it's also if you want to go to the islands there, the boats, they go from there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you want to go to the island that I mentioned also, Mariano just mentioned, we have to go there to take the boats to go to the island. I particularly like the buildings also that are being built, because the rest of Palmas, or especially where we are staying, where our Airbnb is, you mostly see houses, no?
Yeah.
Mostly because the city is planned and it's still empty. It looks like the city has so much potential still to grow. You don't see high-rise buildings and modern looking buildings like that. This is the only place that we saw it, and of course it's because it's by the water. Who doesn't want to live by the water? Everybody loves the waterfront view. now going on the bridge that is almost 8 kilometers. To our left, you see the 2 islands in the distance. I don't know if in the camera you guys can see it or not, but we can see it. And at the end is the other side that we talked to you about, and we're gonna try to see if we can go to the beach on this side, because we were on the beach on the side of the city of Palmas, and now we want to see if we can get to the other side of the river and go on the beach on the other side. 8 kilometers later and a few minutes later, we are on this side of the water. Basically, we were there on the other side where the buildings are. This is the part of the bridge that actually goes up like an arc, because underneath it's open, so I think the big ships and boats, they can pass through, but basically it continues the whole way until here when you reach the land again on this side also. And the view is very interesting because the sun is basically behind me. As you can see, it's almost sunset. So the sun is behind me. On the other side, we had a lot of light. On this side, it looks like the whole city is dark now. And you have more waves and the water is much closer. Over there, I think because of the separation that they had put, that people could go to the water, it would not let you get so close to the water. Another thing I don't see on this side is the barrier for the fish, and I see actually people in the water. So I don't know if they're courageous or there isn't that much of the fish on this side. And we have a rainbow in the sky. Beautiful. I mentioned on the other side there is also a lot of restaurants and bars by the water, and here too, as you can see behind me, there is a restaurant, and actually the walkway that goes into the water is from the restaurant. Another thing that is very interesting about Palmas is, even though it just has a river and doesn't have access to the sea or the ocean, the city also has a port, because I assume there is a lot of commerce happening and a lot of products that will be shipped through this river, and so they have actually a port in the city, even though it's just this river. But I assume it's a gigantic river, that's why they have to have a port, and it is needed. And just look at the view behind me, the water, the clouds, everything beautiful. So Mariana, are you enjoying your visit in Palmas?
Yes.
So far?
Yes.
Yes? Let me see you and the view. Beautiful. So speaking of the Tocantins River, it is actually the second largest river in Brazil, and it is like 100% inside of Brazil. It doesn't go into any other country or doesn't have any border with any other country, but it's the second largest one within the territory, the country of Brazil. And that's why I would assume here in Palmas you actually need to have a port for shipping and to send the products to other parts of Brazil and receive from other parts of Brazil. Also, as I was talking to you guys, I noticed over there, over the mountains, there was a lot of lightning. So I think by the time we get back to Palmas tonight, we are going to have a lot of rain, and even the air feels like very, very humid. As I'm talking, we even feel like in our hair, no? Like,
And how hot is the wind?
yeah.
It's crazy. The wind is so hot that you feel like how can I say?
It's like vapor, hot vapor,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like air, everything mixed together, no?
Yeah, it's like it comes in droves of like hot air. Like it's really, really hot. I wasn't expecting that it was going to be like this.
No, but oh, another lightning. I just missed it. Damn it. All right, now let's continue. It's the next morning now, and we came back to the same beach where we were. Praia Graciosa. And we are going to take the boat to go to the island that is in the middle of the river. And here you also have a lot of these boats that you can also rent them for events, like floating restaurants, or like a boat that you want to throw a party. You can do this. We're going to take the boat. We were under the impression that it was 50 reais per person to go and to come back, but apparently that was the old price. That's what they say. And it is now 80 reais per person, so 160 for both of us to go and to come back. It's a little bit expensive, but anyway, we're here, so we're gonna go and see the island. Also, it looks like it's a private, and we're gonna just take the boat, just the two of us. So a few minutes later, we are on the island. The island is called Canela Island, which in Portuguese means cinnamon, as you can see it here. It's Canela Beach. The ride itself was maybe just like 3-4 minutes, not that much. So we still think the price is not really justified, but hey, you come here once. The setting is nice. They also have again the barrier around the island, as we mentioned yesterday, so the fish don't attack you and they don't bite you. As you walk in, you come to this place that has tables by the water, and also there is a bar here. As you walk in, you have to pay for the transportation, and they give you these like bracelets that shows that you have paid and you have the right to go around, hover around the island. Walking around the island, it really looks like we are here at the low season. We are the only two people that are here besides the employees, and it looks like they're doing maintenance and a lot of construction going on, because I think it's low season. And maybe that's the reason why the price is also a bit higher, because if you're here and it's just two people, it has to be more expensive for them to be worth it, for the service and for the boats to work. I'm gonna also show you this section that you can go sit, take pictures. I think at night if you come, there's a bar and the tables that they will serve drinks for you. Another thing I wanted to mention is about Canela. Canela, we read online that it actually used to be a territory or a municipality, and that's why the island also has this name. But one thing that is very, very important about Tocantins is the hydroelectric power that it has, the amount of electricity that they get from this river, the Tocantins River. Way further north in that direction, up north of the river, there is a dam called Lajeado Dam that was completed in 2002. And in order to build the dam, they had to actually redirect the water, and we are not sure, because what we read online, there are different versions of the story, but it did affect somehow the island. We're not sure if it actually made it disappear, and then after the water levels went down and they were able to make it again. an island or it is an artificial island. But here where we are, it was called already the Canela municipality. So that's why the island also has that name. The Lajeado dam, it creates a lot of energy, and it's one of the main sectors of the economy here actually in Tocantins. That dam and this river. I also wanted to come here just to show you. You see the barrier? This is for the piranha fish that will bite you. So they have 2 layers of net to make sure that they cannot pass and come inside. All around the island where you can sit and enjoy the beach, you have this separation, so they cannot come here and bite you when you are enjoying the beach. We're also very lucky with the weather, because last night it was raining, as you saw earlier in this video, and today is the last day that we are in Palmas. We're leaving tomorrow, but we were not sure if we could come here and film, but fortunately we were lucky with the weather. It's actually beautiful, sunny, and you have a lot of shade also. You don't feel that hot, because under the sun it's really hot here in Palmas. At the restaurant you can also order food and drinks and everything else, but to be honest, everything is way overpriced. Like a portion of French fries is like 50 reais. A beer that you would buy usually 4 or 5 reais, here it's like 8 reais. So the prices are really tourist prices. If you come here, keep that in mind, that the prices are not cheap. Like one plate of carne de sol is like 230 reais, which is really expensive. I would say at least like what, 50%?
It's double.
Double, yeah. So like this is the one, French fries, 50 reais. Even drinks and juice, compared to everything else that we buy and we pay for, we find it's really expensive. But it's exclusive. I mentioned to them, we are the only people here.
Yeah.
So
well, I wonder why we're the only ones here.
no, because it's, I think, low season, and at this time of the day on a Thursday morning, I don't think a lot of people would come here, which is good for us. We like it when it's empty. So while we are here, let me also go and see how the water is. Ooh, nice and cool. Very nice. I think I'm gonna just stay here. Even though you have the barrier over there, I have seen pictures of people online that their limbs were bitten by the piranha, so I would stay here just by the water just as much, because we're not done traveling yet, so it's gonna be a long way for us to go. So I just don't want to get injured. But this place is really nice. Honestly, if you have time to come here and stay and enjoy it for like half a day or even the whole day, definitely recommend it. This was just because today is our last day. We came here very quick just to see the island, but if you have time, I would stay longer. The only problem is the prices. I wish the prices were a little bit more reasonable. But like any other touristic place, you come for the place and come to just to enjoy it. So, how is it? No, it's good. Yeah. All right, we're gonna head back now. It looks like our captain is still here and the boat, so we're gonna just go back to Palmas now. So, heading back, and again, I told you the weather cooperated, but as you can see, it's getting darker and darker. Clouds are coming, and our captain for the boat, he just mentioned that there is a forecast for this afternoon that we will have rain. And when there is rain and there is a strong wind, there isn't any boats actually. So it was good we came, we visited, and now heading back to Palmas. Back on land once again, and there were a couple of things also I wanted to talk to you guys, because this is our last video in Palmas. We did talk about the urban planning and everything else in the city, but another thing we also noticed is everywhere you want to go, without exception, you look at the map and you say, oh, it's not that far.
Yeah.
But then when you put a GPS on, and it's like minimum 20 minutes everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
We wanted to go to the shopping mall, to the restaurant, to the market. Coming here, like minimum 20 minutes, and there is no traffic, because the way the city is designed, you go through roundabouts, as we mentioned in our previous video also. So imagine if there is traffic. That's one thing. Second thing, very important, since everybody always talks about Brazil and security, I would say Palmas is extremely safe.
Yes.
We did not see a single homeless person. Everything is organized.
No begging,
no beggars,
asking
no.
for money, like nothing.
No. Maybe you see like one person at the supermarket or at the intersection, but they're not beggars. They are selling like chewing gum, candies and stuff. So that is another thing. And we were amazed that everywhere we went, there was nothing to worry about, extremely safe. We went to parks, we went to public squares, we came here to the beach. This is a nice neighborhood, I would say, yes, but even other places, market that we went, I was like, okay, it's a public market, I have to be careful or watch my back.
No.
Nothing.
And everybody extremely polite.
Yeah.
Like quiet, polite, like even at the market, like it's a different vibe.
Yeah, it's really, these are the very, very good positive points of the city. And lastly, even though the city was planned in like 1989 and it has been growing, there is so much room to grow still. Mariana just counted the number of tall buildings that you have, like apartment buildings from the boat that we were just coming back. In the whole city, we counted just what, 19, 20 buildings?
19, 20, like tall buildings, like buildings with maybe more than 20 floors. Like
Yeah.
20, 30 floors. You can see like only like 20 maximum.
Yeah. The rest is, I would say, mostly just houses.
Yeah.
You see, people still have a lot of houses. Other cities,
or like 4-floor buildings, like maximum.
Yeah.
But there is too much like empty space, like for a capital.
Oh yeah, a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, I guess it would be a very nice city if you're starting a family, like because it's everything in the end, like you have everything. And it's not a big city, so there is no like traffic, a lot of cars and all of that, and a lot of parks. So
yeah, a lot of green space. Well, it's a planned city, so I guess they have planned to have a lot of green space. That being said, this is our last video from Palmas, because tomorrow we are leaving and we will have 3-4 days of driving to get to a part of Brazil that, since we came to Brazil a year and a half ago, we have not been in that part. Of course, before Mariana is from the south, we are going to continue our descent towards a little bit further south of where we are. But I'm very excited, and it's going to be like 3-4 days of driving. So stay tuned for those videos, and we hope you liked it. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.